is me, Stop, Drop, and Roll On. And I'm just gonna like really like jump right into this. I finally got finished with my work. And stuff happens, and this is like the second time this has happened this month. Like somebody asked me to do something that I just like totally did not see coming. Don't know where it came from, none of that kind of stuff, but nevertheless, it is what it is. And so, by somebody asking you to do something or me to do something that I didn't see coming, this part of this collaboration of Think on It Now is one of those instances. Basically, how people always say, oh, I was just going along, minding my own business, and somebody had the clear blue sky. That was my experience. And when things like that happen, I always wonder, what do people see? I think that, when I ask, like, okay, what's up with this? Folks always think that, you really being funny, and really I'm not. When I ask a person a question, it is because I want a sincere reaction, response, thought, something like that, okay? And so, I'm trying to figure out where these two different things came from, which are totally not related at all. And why they coming, so close together. And so, in this instance, like, sometimes when if I get a response, or still don't understand the response, but I don't want to keep on feeling like, I'm picking or whatever, then I just put stuff in my own personal form of analogy. Y'all will kind of figure that out, that I think a little different, definitely talk a little different. Everybody always talks about my twang and wang. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Believe me. So I got to thinking about it. Yeah, this is a potato. And yeah. And I got to thinking about the potato. Not, like I want to eat the potato or nothing like that. I got to thinking about when a person looks at a potato, and I'm serious, I have given this thought. What do they see? And the normal response would be, duh, a potato. No, it depends on the person that's looking at the potato. If I go into the grocery store and I want a snack, or I just say I just decided I wanted a baked potato, I won't even go as far. Well, I will say a snack. I'll say Lay's potato chips. Can't nobody eat just one. But I know potato chips are made out of a potato. So I see this potato, I'm needing a snack, and I just see the potential for this potato to be just like, oh man, at least a 2-3 ounce bag of potato chips. Let's just say that later on, this is manifested. Everybody's looking at it from their own eyes. Whenever the CEO of Lay's, Frito-Lay, sees a potato, he immediately, or she immediately, thinks about revenue. She thinks about keeping the doors open and keeping that nice cush job and that fat paycheck coming in. That's what they see when they see a potato. Now the farmer that literally grew this potato sees this potato as legacy, meaning that if they keep and able to hold down the farm, then they can pass this on to their kids, and the kids can become potato farmers and have a legacy. Have a partnership with Lay's, which will supply me with my potato chips from this potato. Or they see it as a livelihood, which means that they're able to pay their mortgage, keep the potato farm, keep the kids in clothes, have something to drive, and food to eat. And they see it as life. I cannot understand what somebody else sees when they look at me. My job has been, and I'm really realizing that now, is just to be myself. I tell other people a lot of times that I have found out, and I'm still finding out, that myself is enough. I can't be anybody but me, but I owe it to myself to be the best me that I can be. And sometimes that means tweaking, tuning, annihilating certain behaviors or things, and just till I get to my best core of who I am. Two things I always hear, and for some reason stuff seems to be coming in twos tonight, uh, is that I motivate and that I'm funny. I don't know how I'm motivating anybody to do anything, because I need to motivate myself into not being a middle-aged workaholic, into not being an overweight middle-aged black woman with a whole bunch of other stuff mixed up in the creed and stuff. Okay, now I won't go there. And a whole host of other things. Okay, so you know, I don't see it, but back to the potato. I don't know what you see. So, with all that being said, I was asked to be a part of the collaboration of the Think On It Now community. I think that is very necessary. I think that it's important. I think it's a good idea because YouTube does have a plethora of youngins. And for those of us that have been over there and done that, and we ain't quite made it over to the other place, and we just kind of like in the middle doing what we do, we still got things where it ain't like so appropriate over here, but we ain't ready to go over there yet, you know? And so you kind of like in this little situation where you really, really, really still have a voice. It's still relevant, which I think that people just relevant until they're not breathing no more. It might be a different type of relevance, but it is what it is. And so I think that this has the potential to be really important. Now, some stuff about me. Number one, I'm married. I've been married for quite a little while now. Let me see, what else? I am a Christian. I believe in God. Yes, I do. And I believe in Jesus. The way I'm talking to y'all is how I talk to him, and that's how he talks back to me. And then I get somewhere and I sit down, and hopefully I'm listening to what he's saying to me so that my life can turn out the way that it is supposed to. I am not perfect, and I don't always hit the mark. What else? I am a medical professional. Been a medical professional now for 2 decades plus. Yeah. And I don't really like to talk about it a whole lot because I just do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's what I do, but it's not who I am. I've never been like a badge flasher or, look at me and da-da-da. Don't nobody care nothing about that. When you at home, you wash dishes, mop the floor, do all that other stuff just like everybody else do. And then when I'm doing my other stuff, then I'm doing that like everybody else do. So it's just like if I'm rubbing your elbow and you doing the same thing I'm doing, we just rubbing elbows. That's how I look at it, really, for real.
Yes, it's true what people say. You never know what you've got. That's a fact till it's gone.